Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are here at Goffstown, and our opponent is Pinkerton Academy, the biggest school in the state. They have a 2-4 record. Goffstown has come off a couple games, some close games, and they look to jump back today with a big win. Uh, for Pinkerton Academy, looks like Ouellette will be the pitcher of record, and for Goffstown it'll be Shannon Gifford pitching again. Today it's overcast, not much of a wind at all, but you know what? It's not raining. I live in a place where my seasonal stream is almost a brook today, and I'm going to go home and stock it with trout. The umpires today are Chet Martell and Steve Scannell. I know Chet from years past. He's been working this, I bet 15, maybe 20 years. Header day. The first game was a JV team that won the game 7-6 with a home run and a pass ball in the bottom of the 7th inning. Great pitching job and a good team effort. But now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Let's look at the defense today for Goffstown. At third base, Liv Brannon. At shortstop, Tyler Watterson. At second base, Tegan Coyle, and over at first base, Kaylee Molin. In the outfield, we have Saya Sarvella. We have Emily Peterson. And in right field, Brianna Page. Catching, Alex Page, and on the mound, Shannon Gifford. First batter up for Pinkerton will be St. Pierre, the first baseman. What a beautiful fall day, even though it's May 4th. Field's in great shape. Brad, Pete Bartlett, and Matt were here this morning and did an outstanding job. It looks like to me that St. Pierre is a left-handed batter.
Leading off for Pinkerton, number 14, playing first base, Donnie St. Peter.
Looks like she stands back somewhat in the box. First pitch is down and away for a ball. Outfield's about halfway. Low and away, ball 2. It's a good pitch. Ooh. Well, that was ball 3. So we're back to 3-1. I think she was taken all the way. Base on balls. Ellie Cashman, the second baseman, is up.
Number 18, Ellie Cashman.
Cashman stands up in the box. Ball 1. All right, the runner advanced to second. Looks like we're going to go with a wild pitch. That's a nice bunt. Spun at the ball about 6 feet out in front of the plate, was able to leg it out for an infield hit. The runner advanced to third base.
Now batting, number 16, playing third base, Anna Sundberg.
Sundberg is up, stands midway in the box, punts the ball up in the air. Good. All right, so we've run into a double play. She is out unassisted 1, and then 1-3.
Now batting, number 20, the shortstop, Melissa
Damon,
Damaro.
the number 4 hitter. Damaro.
So I had it right.
All right, you were right. Okay, we have a strike on the batter. We have a runner on third base. 2 down. Late on the swing. Looks like Shannon has good speed on the ball today. Girl's about midway in the box, or open stance. Nice stop by the catcher on an inside and low pitch. No. All right. That was a 2-base hit. We all thought it might have been out, but it stayed in the ballpark right at the fence. Drives in St. Peter with the first run. Sullivan's up. Sullivan, the center fielder. Another wild pitch. Sends a runner to third. So we have 2 outs, runner on third. Count is 1-0. Strike 1. Little off speed on that one. Infield's back. Third baseman is right in line with the bag. Ball inside. Knocked the batter off the base, off the plate. Count is 3-1. 2 down, runner at third. Late on the swing, but we'll take it. It's a strike. Count is full. Full count, 2 out, runner at third. Got her. Pop up. Nope. Out of play. We need a little more room behind home plate. There's a big pitch here. Got her. Oh, she got a piece of it. Still have a full count. Outfield's fairly deep. Second baseman's back. Wait a minute. Out. Okay. So, this girl gets on a walk. And the girl coming in from third was out 2-1. So the first inning is down. They get 1 hit, 1 run.
$1 for 1 ticket, 2 for 3, and 5 for 10. This is to support senior night home game, Monday, May 20th.
No errors.
Spalding at 4 p.m.
1 left on base.
Tickets will be sold through the 5th inning.
So the top of the first inning,
Thank you very much.
Pinkerton 1. Goffstown coming to bat. Pitcher is Ouellette. The catcher is Lindquist for Pinkerton. First baseman is St. Peter. Second baseman Cashman. Third base is Sundberg. And your shortstop is DeMarn. In left field, and center is Olivia Mason. In right field is Lily Mason. And leading off for Goffstown, Tyler Watterson. As we know, Tyler is a freshman. She stepped into a big role this year. Matt was talking before the game, mentioned that she's been playing well, getting on base. You know, this is a big jump to come up to Division I and end up being a starter.
Leading off for Goffstown, the shortstop, number 9, Taylor Watterson.
On the back, we have a left-hander, as Brad said, yes. Southpaw. Third baseman's come in a bit. Outfield's about midway. Strike 1. Watterson's about a little bit up in the box. Holds the bat high. Nice pitch, strike 2. Where don't leave the bat on the shoulder. Ball high and away. Fouled it off. I don't know how many left-handers they've seen this year. I don't know if it changes the action on the ball or not. Good eye, 2-2. Full count. Full count. Bear down, bear down. Here we go. First baseman's creeping in a bit. That's going to drop. That's a CNI single. We'll take it. Thank you. First batter's on first base. Up is Emily Peterson, your center fielder. You might call her Speedy. Let's see what Matt decides to do here. Fouls off a bunt. They were crashing pretty hard from first and third. Now, it looks like to me that the third baseman isn't going to even step back. They're both right on top of her. So she still gets the sacrifice. Way to move the runner, Emily.
Number 2, the pitcher, Shannon.
Now batting, Shannon Gifford, your pitcher. Tyler Watterson is at second with 1 out. Outside, ball 1. The outfield's fairly deep. Second baseman is deep also. Ball up, 2-0. Strike 1. Ouellette seems to have various changes of speed with the ball. Ooh. That was a real change-up, and I think Shannon was almost ready to pull the string on it. 3-1. Oh. Full count. Base on balls, put Shannon on first base. Runners at first and second. Tegan Coyle is up, your second baseman.
Goffstown, number 12, the second baseman, Keegan Coyle.
I don't know if Matt would even think about putting a bunt down. He might at this point. Oh. All right, ball hit sharply back to the second baseman for the out, and then they doubled off Gifford at first. So this is unassisted 4-3. At the end of the first inning, the score is 1-0 Pinkerton. Goffstown next home game is Monday. First batter for Pinkerton will be Olivia Mason, and she is a center fielder.
That's her vocation. She's a PE health and wellness teacher.
Throw down to second base by Page. And here we go. Top of the second. I don't know. We might get some sun if these clouds break. This is the sixth batter.
Now batting for the Astros. Number 4, playing center field, Olivia.
Midway in the box. Inside and low, ball 1. Brandon's in a couple steps. Bounced that one in for ball 2. Kaylee Mullins in a few steps at first, and the other infielders are back. Low, ball 3. And when Shannon's missing right now, the pitches are low. No, she was not taken, Brad. She was a cranking. That's a long foul.
I just do the camera. It's right here.
Base on balls. Now batting the. Oh no, okay, full count. Now it's a base on balls. My fault, folks.
Next up, the Astros. Number 11, the pitcher, Alyssa Willett.
Alyssa Willett stands in. She is the pitcher. That's interesting. She throws left-handed and bats right-handed. I know somebody else that used to do that. Runner at first. Go. Oh. Ooh.
Close.
Sweep tag might have had her. Attempted bunt. Foul.
Looks like they like to play a lot of small ball.
Well, they should have never had the other girl bunt, and she's their best hitter on their team.
0-2.
That's the name that popped out. She almost hit it out over Pinkerton. You ever see that fence? You know why she was punching.
Got her. Got her. Throw the. No, that's good. Runner back. All right, we got a K there. 1 out.
Next up for the Astros, number 10, catching, Amanda Lindquist.
Lindquist, the catcher, stands in. Still have a runner at first with 1 out. Lindquist slow on the bat.
Get her!
No, don't run it a third.
Okay.
Unless you're fast enough.
All right, so we had a runner going to second, and then it was
What I know.
I can't run this camera.
6 unassisted for the second out. Two balls. Two balls and a strike. That was, the pitch was up, but she took it. She swung at it. Yeah, off-speed pitch, fooled her. 2-2 is the count. No runners on, 2 outs. Protected herself. She took a half swing just to get a piece of it. One more pitch, Shannon. No. Should be to the center fielder. Emily Peterson's under it, and that's an out. F8. So nobody left on base. No runs, no hits.
Raffle, 1 ticket for $1, 3 for 2, and 10 for 5. Thank you very much.
All right, so after 2 innings, the score is after an inning and a half, the score is 1-0 Pinkerton. Alyssa Page and Mullen, 5, 6, and 7 this inning. With Ouellette on the mound for Pinkerton. Ooh, it seems to be brightening up somewhat. A little light with the crowd today, but probably a lot of people are home with no rain trying to get some work done around the house. Those people that came, though, are going to see a good game.
Leading off for the Grizzlies, number 4, going third base, Liv Brannon.
Liv stands in midway in the box. Ooh. Oh my God. That was a slow pitch. That's through the infield for a single. All right, we got our first runner in the second on base.
Next up for Goffstown, the catcher. Number
Now
15,
batting at
Page.
Alex Page, your catcher. What do you? I think we're going to see. I think they're anticipating a bunt from Page. First baseman's creeping. Ooh. As I said, Brad, that's why we need a fence over there. 1-1. Okay. All right. You know what? She did a nice job trying to push it there to right. But F9 for the first out.
Next up for the Grizzlies,
Kaylee Mullen, your first baseman.
Olin.
Kaylee's up in the box. Bat held high. Takes a strike. Matt says she's coming along too with the bat, which is important for us. Ooh, that woke up the coaches.
Good dance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 0-2. 1 out. We have a runner at first. One ball, 2 strikes. Almost a waist pitch, but waist high. Shortstop's back. Second baseman's back. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Those are awful hard to lay off from.
Boy, that changeup's tantalizing.
She's got pretty good control with those changeup too.
Here comes a fast one. Ball 3. All right, here's where we go. Full count. And again, we want to keep the bat off the shoulder. You got to make some type of contact. I guess we didn't. Strikeout for the second out.
Down, number 14, the right fielder, Bree Page.
Bree Page stands in your right fielder with 2 outs. A runner still on first. Takes strike 1. Bree is way up in the batter's box. Looks like she moved back a step right now. Ooh. The catcher does a great job framing the pitch. What are we going to do? Yep. Yep, way to fight it off. I wonder if Matt would ever send the runner now. F4. All right. So, at the end of 2 innings, score is 1-0 Pinkerton.
Hey, didn't Milford get one of the game last year? They lost the playoffs. Right. Another team I saw was very good. She's a first-year coach. She's got a nice club. They're gonna be tough to beat. She's got like 15 kids on the roster. And she was good. They beat Bedford the day I saw them. Bedford State. Bedford State. Oh, Frank, they're not.
Top of the 3rd inning, Pinkerton will come up with 9-1-2. Lily Mason, St. Peter, and Cashman. Been a fairly quick game so far. So it looks like Lily Mason is also a left-hander
Number 9,
batter.
right field, Lily Mason.
So that means you're going to have 9 and 1, both left-handers. Down and away for ball 1. And she evens it up with a foul ball. I might be taking my center fielder and moving her a few steps toward right. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And Mr. Gross is here. Strike 2.
So I'm on the air?
You're on the
I don't
air.
hear anything.
Yeah. Not supposed to. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, up there. Stratosphere. 3-2. Important to get this first runner out. Got her. Got her. Yes. I don't really think she liked the call, but it was there.
Next up for Pinkerton, Danny St. Peter.
So hi, Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So it looks like we're down by 1.
Yeah, but it's been a good game. Good game. I think they're pretty evenly matched as a team.
Has a great off-speed pitch.
Yeah. She, Shannon's finding her way a little bit here today. Her walks have been down. Good one. Good one.
Fouled off. It's a 1-2 count.
We need it.
So I apologize for coming late. I had a meeting
Where, the taco bar?
at the taco. I didn't go this. Believe it or not, I didn't go this year.
No, you didn't tell me.
So I can't even brag about it. Ooh, defensive
God.
swing that was at her head, and she still took a swing at it. Yeah, no tacos this year.
Well, was it? No, Passover was over, so you
Yes.
could have really.
Could have. Ooh, just a little bit outside. Good call by the umpire. Evens the count at 2-2. Infield at regular depth for Goffstown. Oh, another great pitch, but also on the outside corner. Umpire's calling it a little tight. That one looked good from up above, and I think so did Coach Matt Flumack. I can hear his voice from up top here.
Squeeze the plate.
Fouled off behind the press box. Butch, has there ever been a situation where the ball came right back in here?
Yeah, they talked about
Couple
it. Brad
times?
missed a shot.
All
Brad
right.
missed a ball.
Your job, Butch, is to protect that camera at all costs, okay? You're kind of like the Secret Service of the camera. Yes.
You could be the FBI.
You're supposed to take your body goes in front of that camera, okay? Yes. So there is a raffle today, I guess, for the girls, and it's like, when will the sun come out raffle? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and when will the black flies go away?
That's high. Oh,
Walks.
So that she started off super strong. Gifford did, and unfortunately, that was a battle right there. A couple of really close pitches, Bill, that didn't go Gifford's way.
So this next batter, Cashman,
That's in
is
there.
out second, 4-3.
See, I want to see Paige come all the way in from right field. She's kind of like, she's got to come in a little stronger in case there's a snap throw from the catcher, her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So they're being aggressive on their leads.
Run right at her.
But that's a smart play if
Yep.
you're Pinkerton, because you know that Mullen is charging, so she can't really hold her on that. So now if Mullen doesn't charge and goes right back to the bag and is a snap throw, you might have a play. And that was a great play by Gifford. And Coyle aggressively going over to first base to try to double her up.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened, I'm told, in that first inning. So it's 2 outs now. So good defense by Gifford.
This girl up in the first inning went to
Force out at first or second. And that's a little high and outside for ball one. What a tough season, Bill. All the rain, and, it's really been a challenge trying to get games in.
You can't get any real.
Fouled back. Good swing.
If you play a game and then you lose some games and you're inside and you can't get out.
Right.
It throws you off.
Yeah, and there's one thing about it is that for the most part, this is impacting all of the softball and baseball teams in the state, because the weather has just been so uncooperative.
Yeah, well, welcome to fall.
Yeah. Good crowd here today in Goffstown. And that's low, and that's a 2-1 count.
Yep. Girl's looks pretty strong, this batter, though, I'll tell you.
That's line to center field.
Try to go.
And good play. And she tags her out. What a great play. They kind of fell asleep on that one. The runner at second base stepped off the bag, and I think it was Coyle put the tag on it, right? So that was kind of a base running error, Bill. You don't see that often. She just literally stepped off the bag. I think it was Coyle just kept the glove on her, and it's like, done, you're out.
8-4.
Just, you don't see that.
So you get one hit in the inning,
And that ball was sharply hit right up the middle. Good job, right, by Peterson getting that ball in, and a little bit of a mental lapse by the Pinkerton base runner. Take a little break. So Leah Cervella steps in.
So 9-1-2.
And she's our designated player today. You know, it's interesting. You know, we have this opportunity, this vantage point from up here to see their stance and how they, and this is also one where I'm not sure you're getting a whole lot of power because where you set up, you know, there's like a long
bat swing.
Bat swing, yeah.
So I was talking to.
It's got to shorten up your swing and.
To Pete, one of the last home games, and I said, "Well, why are they standing up so close? It's so that they can get
the." He told me that, yeah, the rise ball. Right, I heard the same thing. I think it was Kaylee Mullen gave me grief over that. I was talking to her about it, and she was like, "Coach told us to stand up in the box so that because the ball is rising." I'm like, "Well, we can't really see that from up here." So, fair point. I was right down the middle. You got to take a swing at that one. Wow, I wasn't even close to being a ball. Maybe she got confused whether it would be a off-speed pitch or something. Slightly high. So this umpire is calling it pretty close. I mean, we've seen games where a couple of Gifford's pitches last inning would have been strikes. That would have been a strike. So 3-2 count.
Keep your
to
feet
Cervella.
Still. Don't move your feet around. See?
And she goes down swinging. Again, my critique of a lot of the Goffstown batters is very, very long swings.
I agree.
Now batting for Lady Grizzly, Taylor Watterson.
And
wide
she had
stance
a single,
on Watterson.
Single in the first inning.
That's high and outside for ball one. Watterson has delivered. You know, freshman playing varsity, that is no easy task. She's delivered this season.
Ooh, nice.
Right down the middle, off-speed pitch. And that's one where you might get confused, right? Because you're expecting a fastball, and in comes an off-speed pitch.
I think that's her money pitch because I've seen it to a couple batters, and as you said, confused a couple batters.
That's ball hit sharply to shortstop, bobbles it, and that's going to be safe for Watterson. That's an error on the shortstop.
Yeah. That's good. Get her on.
But any way you can get on with a 1-0 lead is important. I mean, a deficit is important. So let's see. So we got Peterson, who has been very adept at the bunt.
Now, they played in the first inning on her.
Yeah.
She sacrificed, got the runner over.
So they're playing real in. That's fair ball. Oh, man, that was a risky play. I don't like that at all. That was horrible.
Tried it.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. You know, it's great to try to do that, but that's a play that works in rec league ball. That doesn't always work at varsity. As a matter of fact, it works very rarely in varsity unless the team is, like, sleeping.
So Peterson was out 2-3.
So I just don't like that. You just ran yourself into an out.
She was out.
And, again, I don't know. I have a hard time with that one, Bill. You know, in order to pull off a play like that, you have to have somebody who I'm talking is lightning fast on the base paths, and I just don't. No disrespect to Watterson on that one, but I mean she was out by a mile. She even hesitated a little bit as she was rounding second. So, just you ran yourself into an out, and with a 1-0 lead, you don't want to do that. You're just as good having a runner at second base. And who was on deck on that one?
Gifford.
Your leadoff hitter, right? Who would have been on? It would have been. Shannon Gifford would have been the. So help me on that one, Bill. So a runner at second with Gifford at the plate. So maybe you intentionally walk Gifford, then you get to Coyle. I mean, it's a good bat there. I mean, so like, I just don't. I don't quite understand that.
But are they going to walk?
So
Gifford?
Are you better
That's
off?
The question.
But are you better off having a runner at third than a runner at second? And I say no. I don't know. It's the beauty of Monday morning quarterbacking.
Right. The game is close.
And that's
put that runner at second
and
base.
that's what we're good at up
give
here.
Gifford the chance to hit.
Yeah.
Alyssa Guerrero.
Sundberg, she's your second baseman. That was a heads-up play, though, by the left fielder coming in.
So we head into the top of the 4th inning. Goffstown still trails 1-0 to Pinkerton. Number 20 at the plate
Is DeMond.
And that's hit the shortstop. Quick runner. And she throws it into the dirt. So an error on the shortstop. And that she had plenty of time on that one. But again, an errant throw, and Mullen couldn't backhand scoop that.
Well, the point, too, is if it's going to be down, you've got to come and get the ball to not allow it to go by.
Yeah. I don't think you can fault Mullen on that one, honestly. I mean, it was if she tried to get the out, and that's popped up out of play.
This is Sullivan. Sullivan, your center fielder.
So here, again, another situation. If you're Pinkerton with a 1-0 game in the top of the 4th, you probably want to, bunt and get some players into, give them 2 shots to get a base hit to bring a run in.
They've tried.
But she's swinging away. And she pops it up.
Call for it. Call for it.
And that'll do it. Watterson with the pop out. And in steps number 4.
Olivia Mason. Oh, wait a minute. I'm ahead of my game.
For Pinkerton. And again, a runner at first with only 1 out. A little bit high. See, I don't know. When you're in a game and you kind of know it's a really close game, I'm a small ball type person. I try to get runs whenever you can. And I think Pinkerton should have sacrificed there. But another pop-up, that'll be out of play.
Yep.
See if nope, he doesn't even make an attempt, that guy.
0-2.
I don't know. We saw a couple of guys make catches over there, and we're only kidding. It's hard to catch a ball. I tried doing that at a couple of Major League Baseball games. Man, you kill your hand by catching a ball. Yeah, I did.
Get her.
Once. I did. I caught it. I caught a home run ball. It was a Red Sox-Yankees game.
0-2.
I caught it during batting practice. Yep. Oh, that's going to get past the See, this is a reason why. So now, if you had sacrificed, again, these are the little things that happen. Then a wild pitch, now you got a runner at third. Now it's anybody's game. But now it's just a runner at second. So as good as a sacrifice bunt. So 1 out, 1-2 count.
High.
Bit high, 2-2. Pinkerton's very aggressive on the base paths in terms of taking leads. And again, maybe that's part of the reason why they
3-2.
We got a 3-2 count.
We just added 1, that's all. Bear down, Shannon.
And walks her.
Now batting, Alyssa Guerrero.
Bunt situation. This is the pitcher.
If this is somebody who is the pitcher, it could be a bunt situation. Get runners at second and third with 2 outs. Again, wild pitch brings in a run, those types of situations. So let's see what they do.
Run right at him.
Coyle's she's got to get over there. Good job, I think, calling a timeout in this situation. You got to pitch strikes here.
You get your infielders in to let your infielders know exactly who's going to do what.
Yeah.
Well,
right? I see Mullen and Coyle are talking to each other, and so's Brennan, and that's good. That's a good sign that they're communicating. And is she even showing bunt? Yeah. Pop up. Oh, she hesitates, and I don't know if Watterson was there in time, but Brennan held on to the ball. And now you got the bases loaded. The ball was a very good bunt. It just died.
Now batting for the Astros, Amanda Lincoln.
Also, it probably was the position that she was in.
Correct, because
Right.
she's charging from third.
Just
If it was the catcher who got the
Right.
ball, throws to third, much easier play. And honestly, my humble opinion, that was the catcher's ball all day long.
Ashley LeMay.
Don't you think? Where that
Yeah.
ball landed? Come on, Bill. That thing was probably 10 feet from home plate, if that. Butch, what do you think? We'll tell him that. We'll tell him that.
That's the communication factor.
Right, but I guess what I'm also trying to say is that it's in right. If you know that the third baseman's going to go to first base, then obviously it's the third baseman's ball. But you have to say, if you're the catcher in that situation and you're being aggressive, you're going to take command of it and throw it down to third potentially. So
Also,
it was Livy's ball. Right, right. So her hesitation there. Now, why didn't she throw? Do we have was Coyle not there, or I couldn't see?
bases loaded, 1 out.
So this is an opportunity for Pinkerton to kind of break this game wide open.
Lindquist.
Infield is in for Goffstown.
This is your catcher for them.
That's in there for a strike.
Frank, come on now.
He said Frank footers for lunch. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Good one.
Ooh, good pitch. Off speed, took a little off it. 0-2. This is a big out here. You really need to get this second out of the inning because your infield is in. Any ball that's hit even remotely sharply is a difficult play. Foul ball
Late,
sharply
late.
to yeah, she's late, but
Got a piece of it, though.
a good job, right? Getting a piece of it.
So
She's got a note right. So
ball hit to the infield, you knock it down and come home, right?
the one thing you can't afford here is you can't afford a high one or a one in the dirt. You gotta
Right.
you gotta keep it so that the catcher can keep it in front of her.
Right.
Great job on that one too. That was a great pitch by Gifford, but way to hang in there
Lindquist.
by Lindquist. Great battle here. 1-2 count on Lindquist. In the dirt,
Oh,
that's what
Jesus.
I had. That's what I had feared. And
Well, I don't know.
so a run comes in.
Wild pitch.
That was my big fear, was the ball in the dirt or a wild pitch. So a run comes in, and now you lose your force out.
Up again.
Now we go 3-2. So she had her in an 0-2 hole.
Yep.
She's battled back to 3-2 on Lindquist. So she's had a tremendous at bat. And she draws a walk. That was an impressive at bat
Yep.
for Pinkerton for
worked-
Lindquist.
Yeah, she worked her way on base.
So now we've got the infield coming in again.
Lily Mason, the number 9 batter, left-hander. She struck out first time looking.
Now batting, Lily Mason.
Got a courtesy
So the catcher,
runner.
she's a catcher, right? So she
Yeah.
comes out for number 8.
Courtesy runner, number 8, Susie coming in.
And the outfield is playing fairly in right field. Everybody else is normal depth. So this is a little unusual. I don't know. Typically if you play a player to pull,
Number 9 hitter. Would you squeeze?
so this is your it's your number 9 hitter. You might try squeezing.
Slapper.
So it's kind of interesting, here that Gifford has done well, in terms of getting ahead in the count, but then she's kind of in the last few outings I've seen, it's coming back here,
Hey, yeah. I just aged.
but we had Brad Parkhurst. He was getting ready to extend himself
yeah.
for the protection of the.
Yeah, he thought it was a hockey puck. Get her.
Again, you don't want to have a wild pitch or a pass ball here. You got to be really careful. Infield is in. Bases are loaded.
Good
Another
stop.
one in the dirt. That's just a release point thing.
You see Peterson come in to
Yeah.
back up second.
Yeah.
Get her.
That's a base hit. That'll bring in a run.
Good
So
hit.
a nice base hit. And now it's a 3-0 lead. Base is still juiced.
Now batting for the Astros, Danny St. Peter.
So she had a walk, and then she got caught on that play at second base where she left the bag
All
and
right.
was tagged out.
So Pinkerton has got some runs on the board here in the top of the fourth. 3-0 lead. Took a little off that. It's a pop-up. Let's see if you can get it. And that's out of play on the party deck at Goffstown High School. One count. Popped out of play. So, this team is just tough. I mean, they are making Gifford throw a lot of pitches here.
They're aggressive.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They're aggressive, and they actually hit. They even foul the ball off. With us, we're not hitting the ball. Some of our swings, we're not even getting a piece of it, and that's the difference.
I might move Peterson a little bit to right field.
That's going to be over her head.
No,
Nope.
no.
She's right there. It's a sac fly. And that brings in another run. So a sacrifice fly by Pinkerton brings the score up to 4-0 with now runners at first and second base. So there'll be a force at any base except for home.
Now batting for the Astros, Ellie Chapman.
Oh, he calls that a strike? Gifford got that one. I was going to call that one a ball from up here. Guess you get what you can get.
That's why you're an announcer.
Yeah, well. Swung through that
Strike
one.
two.
That was. And she goes down swinging. But in the top of the fourth, Pinkerton picks up three big runs to extend their lead to 4-0. We'll come back. All right, so Gifford leads off in the bottom of the fourth.
She walked first time around, then was doubled off.
Sharply hit to center field. That'll go to the fence. That'll be a double for Gifford if she can get there. Maybe not.
No. This
That'll be a
kid's got good
single.
arm.
Wow. She hit the ball so hard that's going to be held to a single. But it really goes to show, and again, I'm going to go back to that last part of that inning. It's that your best hitter on the team was up on deck, and we chose to run into a third out. So, again, you got to know who's on deck. You got to know who's hot, who's not. So Coyle here is.
Question was, did Watterson go on her own, or did she get sent?
Nice bunt.
That's a nice
That's a
bunt.
great bunt.
Oh, no!
Oh, we're hearing a lot of consternation there. Pete Bartlett, who is the first base coach, he didn't agree with that call, and neither did our cameraman. And you know what? That'll be that will be able to be a replay.
Sacrifice.
Now batting Liz Brennan.
Yeah, well, high school Athletics does not use replay. So Brennan with a runner at second with 1 out. Ooh, that, just because you duck doesn't necessarily mean it's not a, you're not supposed to duck, but she does.
Those were strikes in the first game.
Yeah.
Different umpiring crews.
Oh, check swing, foul. So Gifford's at second with 1 out. Again, you got 7 innings, so you got to chip away at this thing, and a run here, a run there will help.
Liv had a single in the
That pitch is high for 2-1 count.
Well, I thought you did quite well filling in. What position do you usually play?
Oh, it's change up again.
Yeah, but Brennan hung in there on that one. I mean, 2-2 count.
Seems to use that change up when she's ahead.
She pops it up, and ooh,
Go ahead. Why does
got to call that out.
Why does the pitcher come off the area? You're right. No one called it though either.
Nobody called that. So again, so Brennan pops out, and now
Lady Grizzlies, Alex Page.
Alex Page, and she's been hitting well this season. Let's see what they're going to do with her. What'd you do in her last couple of bats?
Flew out to the right field.
Okay. In the games that I've broadcast, that's where Goffstown has really struggled in terms of hitting. I mean, they have not really gotten timely hits.
Yeah.
And so when I say hits in succession, and ooh, that looked good from up here, but
Take it.
we'll take that one. Looked like that ball was on the outside part of the plate, but again, we're not over the plate like the umpire is. And that ball's hit. That's going to be caught
Ooh,
by the right fielder. Great catch. Got a late jump on it, but that'll leave Gifford stranded at second. So Goffstown ends the bottom of the 4th, down 4-0.
Sunbird.
All right, so Pinkerton leads off here, bottom of the 5th. I mean, top of the 5th, I should say.
0 for 2. 0 for 2.
A little bit low for ball 1. You don't want to give these guys much to hit, so you want to try to keep sharply hit, but right to Page.
Good hands. Good
I mean,
hands.
she hit it, and the perfect, yeah. It's almost not fair, when the ball is that sharply hit to get out, but real good poke.
Next up for Pinkerton, Alyssa Tomorrow.
Again, Gifford's keeping it low.
So this girl got a hit in the first inning and then walk in the 4th.
She's got a big front leg kick, to try to get momentum. Watch this. And that's a pop-up that should be playable. Oh, right out of play. That would have been a real tough play even for Paige, even if that ball was, because it was about a foot beyond the fence.
I might shade
She had
her
to reach over. That would have been a highlight reel if she was able to get that
I
one.
might shade her a little to right field.
And
3-1.
sharply hit to center field.
It's a double.
Cut
maybe.
that off.
Nope.
Bring that in.
Hold her
Good
to a
job.
single.
Held her to a single.
Now batting for the Astros, Maddie Sullivan.
Popped up to the to shortstop.
runner at first base.
And got a walk.
A lot of foul balls today. When I think of Astros, I think of the Jetsons. Restro, remember that? I can't help it. All the time I'm thinking it. Great stop by Page.
Good pay.
Did you watch that show in your youth, Bill? The
I didn't-
Jetsons?
I don't think I had television.
You don't remember? You didn't have television?
No, we had to read books.
All right. Brad, what about you? Oh, that gets Bayer. So we're going to do a little Jetsons trivia here. So, Brad, what was the name of the son? Elroy is correct. And what about the dog?
The dog was Astro.
There you go. Okay. Just trick question. Rustro. Oh, that gets Bayer.
Let's go.
We're getting a lot of interference from the camera operator. Looks like he got a hat from Rite Aid, I think. Is that a hat from Rite Aid? I like that hat. That's going to be a home run. Say goodbye. A 2-run home run for Pinkerton. You can see that one right off the bat. And you know what? Here's an interesting thing. She just got a bat on the ball. She did not swing hard on that pitch. She just made solid contact. And that's a lesson that can be learned to the Goffstown batters. It's like when you got a pitcher who's pitching some heat, it's really, you just got to put a bat on it. Let the ball do the work. So that's a 6-0 lead. That was quite a home run. I don't know, ladies. Not much to be smiling about here.
No.
Not to be overly critical, but you're down 6-0. There's nothing to be. You should be probably angry, not smiling. But
The center fielder, Olivia Mason. She's got a run scored.
only one out.
2 runs in.
That pitch is high.
Yep.
Paige tried to frame that pitch, thinking
Yeah.
that she might get a strike, but she wasn't able to get the call. 2-0 count.
Somebody's warming up.
Hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Astros, Alyssa Gillette.
This is the pitcher. She got a single, I believe, last time. Struck out in the second. I look for a bunt from there.
Yeah, I would too.
I don't know. Just a conference. Oh, my word. What is... I wonder if he was saying that she didn't try to
So
avoid...
maybe Mullen is pitching, or what's going on here?
She didn't try to avoid... And she just got...
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Coming off, so Gifford's probably going to short, and it looks like
So Still is
Maybe
coming in to pitch, or who's
That or maybe Waterson's going back to pitch.
Waterson pitches?
Yeah.
you got me guessing.
There is a change coming.
There's a change, yeah.
Right.
Kaylee Still, number 3, entering the game.
What are you waiting for?
For
Let's
number
go.
16, Saya Savella.
So it looks like she's in a pitch and
She
Okay.
will be pitching.
taking a long time for this. So Watterson goes to what, left field,
Time, Watterson
right?
now playing left field.
And then Gifford will play short.
So they lose.
Shannon Gifford will be playing shortstop.
So still bats in Sarvella's spot.
Savalla's out.
Yep.
I think I got that right.
Yep.
So when is the next hockey game? Is it tonight? The Bruins? I think the
Yeah.
Bruins are tonight, right?
And the Celtics.
Right. The Celtics played
Are
a pretty horrible game last night, I thought. Their defense was just brutal in that second half.
Well, how many times is he at the line? 24 times at the line. The
Yeah.
Greek. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
he's
come
well.
on.
First of all, he's unbelievable. I
Yeah.
think he's if he's not the best player in the league, let's say he's top 5, right? Can we at least is that even debatable?
Easily top.
He's
5.
easily top 5. There was one drive where I just was like in like a split second he drove the lane and dunked. It was crazy.
His first step is.
It's right. It's crazy good. And you know who I was disappointed with last night was what's his name? The guy who broke his was injured all last season. He did not play well at all. I'm trying to think of his name. I'm having a brain cramp here, but so we've got a 0-1 count with one out.
She offered again.
That was a count. That was a strike. I missed that one.
Yep.
Oh,
She offered that.
oh she offered that. Okay, 0-2. And she goes down swinging.
2 outs.
So we've got 2 outs, runner at first.
Now batting
2
for
runs in.
Amanda Lindquist.
So it'll be interesting here. With Still, you got a little bit less velocity coming over the plate. Another high pitch, snap throw. If she gets that glove around quicker, she's out.
Sweet tag.
Yeah,
Sweet tag.
yeah.
You know
Well,
where
Mullen,
the base
if
is.
I'm Mullen, I don't come in. I stay even with the bag and give her. See, I don't step in here. I stay even with the bag. It's a strike. Because you're not really gaining a whole lot. She's not bunting, so you might as well stay even with the bag. And if she tries to do those shenanigans, you have a better shot at that.
Good pitch. Oof. That's better.
Better, much better, and a nice throw by Paige. 3-1 count. In there for a strike. Right back to the pitcher. Easy play. Good job by Still.
Way to come in and shut it down. Okay, and Still will be the batter. Will be Kaylee Still. Let's Still on the mound.
He called a strike.
As we looked at each other.
The sun is trying to
Yeah.
get out here. There's no doubt.
Well, it's still 93 million miles away, so.
It's this climate change. That's what's going on. All this rain.
Climate change. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's easy to get you fired up, Bill.
Good.
A
3-1.
2-2 count, I should say.
Next week we're going to have Michael Moore in here, and he's going to talk about climate change.
Michael Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's. Ooh.
Whoa, almost took out Pete.
Yep.
But even at his advanced age, he can quite move out there at first base. So
that was a dance step.
it was. I haven't seen a good move like that since I think it was the Fleming wedding.
2-2. Run it out.
Shortstop, easy play over to first, and Mullen gets out.
Their infield has been solid.
But you know what? That is half the battle, right? Just if you have a good defense, you don't have to have a lights-out pitcher. You just have somebody who,
Keep the ball in front of you.
And Goffstown's been plagued by errors in this game too. In that one big inning, they had, I think, at least 2 errors.
They're getting good defense by the Astros, too.
Nice pitch. So this is Brianna Page, the right fielder. Had a couple of good catches out there. And a hit to center field. That's playable. And she's out. So,
this is the thing.
in steps Cervella.
I've noticed the last couple games we've done, even the Central game, how well the outfielders get a break on the ball.
Yeah.
Now batting, Leah Cervella.
Cervella, she went down swinging, right, in that last inning, I
Yep.
thought? And she hits one sharply, but out of play.
Again,
a little late on that.
We got happy feet here.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
You are right.
Happy feet. Lock yourself in.
Good sharp hit to center field. That
Right
could go to the
center.
fence.
No.
She cuts
right
it off.
there.
She's got the speed, though, so she'll stand up with a double.
2-base hit. All right.
Great hit by Cervella. And she has one of the faster players on the team. So, but that was a nice hit into right center field. And now the leadoff hitter, Taylor Watterson, and Goffstown, if they're going to have any prayer, they got to get a run in here. Got to chip away here. A little bit outside. That one from up here looked like some of the other pitches where he called strikes, but it's a ball. Ooh, that was a little high, and she went after that one. That evens the count at 1-1.
So let's look at Cervella at second. The second baseman and the shortstop are giving her a lot of room.
Yeah. Look at the gaps in right center field.
Yep.
Wow. Hit the third, checks over to second, and a good job by the Astros defense. Yeah. That's really what it's all about. You put the ball in play and you have a great defense behind you. So with that, we head into the top of the 6th inning. Goffstown trails 6-0.
Have Kaylee still
So
on the
is
mound?
it Kaylee or Kylie? Kylie still. Yeah. Guess what they call her Kai. If it was K, they call her K. But it's Kai.
Lily Mason up.
Now batting, Lily Mason.
1 for 2.
Nice bunt. Pitcher's got to get a play on it. Nope, no way. Way too.
Yep.
It's not enough out there in terms you got to charge that ball much quicker. And I don't even know if she would have gotten her because Coyle wasn't in there either. So.
Next up, Danny St. Peter.
So a nice bunt single for the Astros. And a strike right down the middle. So you see, more of a deliberate motion with Still, but she's pretty accurate in terms of putting the ball over. So forced to second if you can get it if you're Goffstown. She offers And now it's an 0-2.
Pinkerton has played a very fundamental game.
That's. You think they'll send her?
Play to first.
No, it's
Nope,
late.
not in time. Hopefully still is okay.
We'll give her an infield hit on that one.
She's okay, but her pants are ripped.
Okay, that's more expense for the school
I
district,
don't
sir.
know. Look ripped to me. Yeah.
Batting Ellie Chapman.
Another bunt.
No play.
That was a masterful bunt by Pinkerton. I mean, perfect.
Yeah, they know how to bunt.
So now you really got to be careful. So infield is in.
Slow off the
Yeah,
mound.
yeah. Well, outside ball one. So Pinkerton has played small ball big time here in the top of the sixth. A lot of bunts to get on. In the dirt, ball two. So still has some work cut out for her here.
No place to put it.
The play is at home. Play is home. Force out. So Brennan to Page for the force out. Just what the doctor ordered there. Still bases are loaded now with one out. Now, even on that one, fundamentally, I like to see the catcher set up on the inside part of the plate. Make that throw a little bit easier for Brennan. And we just don't see that a lot. I see some boys baseball games where, front of the plate and on the inside part of the line, so that you set up a target where you don't hit the runner coming in potentially. You see that a lot on a plate of first base too, where you have the catcher would field a bunt. The first baseman has got to set up on the inside part of that bag. Nice pitch by Still. 2-1. You need to create a really good throwing lane for the fielder. Play to third again. And again, she did the same exact thing. She stands on the plate. You have to, Butch, on this one, you got to be like this. You set up out there. Like a first baseman, but you don't stand over the plate. First of all, you're going to get taken out. You got it. Because if they slide. So it's 2 outs now, still bases loaded, but a play to any base again, but you don't have to play in now. And that's a strike. So Still is 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam here. Brennan has had 2 putouts to home plate.
You got any base now.
Right, any base.
Tag
And she tags. So
Nice
Brennan
play.
has been a part of all 3 outs. Great defense by her and still gets out of a huge jam as Goffstown heads into the bottom of the 6th, trailing Pinkerton by 6 runs. All right, we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Peterson leads off. She's the 2-hitter today. And let's see if how they play
they're
her.
playing back.
I'd bunt here. Get her on.
She is. Nope.
Wow, that looked pretty good.
Third baseman still back. So's the first baseman.
Weakly hit to third. And Peterson, she flies down there.
Did you see the first baseman stretch there?
Yeah.
Foot on the bag.
Yep.
Stretch to reach the ball.
In fairness to Mullen I don't think has been a first baseman. No. Mullen has been a pitcher. Not really. So she took on first base duties, I think, last year, but It's not like a normal position for her, if I'm not mistaken.
You even got some people in the center field bleachers.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt
3-0.
for 3-0. And they're being careful
Yeah.
here. They're like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're not going to get beat by it. They've seen probably have seen the tape on Gifford. They know what she can do, so they don't give her much to hit. Might as well just walk her right here.
Yeah.
There you go. So if Goffstown's going to do anything in this game, they got to do something right here. You got Gifford on first. You got Coyle, Brennan, and Page. They got to make some hay here if they're going to have any chance of getting in this game. That's hit to center field, but right at center. And first pitch swinging is Brennan, and that was a good poke.
Coyle.
But right at
Coyle.
I should say. That was a good poke, but right at the center fielder.
2 down.
And now Brennan. I apologize. Brennan's up now.
Batting Luke Brennan. Very solid defense.
And that's going to be a pop-up, and that's going to drop. Fair ball. Fair ball.
Yep.
So a hit for Brennan.
It's her second of the day.
I don't know if I've seen a home run from Page, but that would be very appropriate right now to get back into this game.
Two on, 2 out. Page up. Hit the ball twice to right field.
And
again-
that'll be right at her. First pitch swinging, and that's it for Goffstown. So first, it's an out, and we go into the top of the 7th inning. Goffstown trails Pinkerton 6-0.
All right. Olivia Mason's up. She's been on base 2 times with 1 run scored. Actually, she's been
Top
on
of the
base 3
7th
times.
here, and that ball's grounded to the third base side foul. So, Bill, Astros have played a very fundamentally strong game. Solid pitching, timely hitting, very good defense. I mean, overall, pretty good.
They haven't made the mistakes.
Yeah. Still count as 1-1. They've what I liked about it is they did a lot of small ball. They advanced runners. They took extra bases. They had a couple of lapses, but other than that, very sound. Goffstown got in trouble on some walks and wild pitches and put themselves in jams, but it also takes a team to capitalize on that. Nice pitch by Still to even the count at 2-2, and with regard to Kylie Still, it's like she's effective in getting the ball. She doesn't have quite the velocity that Gifford has, but she has better control.
It's around the
Yeah.
plate.
And that's a pop-up out of play. Good job by Brennan trying to get that one. So maybe this is another recipe for Coach Fleming is having Still maybe play a little bit more in the circle and then rely on a strong defense behind her, knowing that the ball's going to get hit. But maybe that's just a different strategy to mix it up.
Or maybe throw
Mullen can throw too.
maybe throw Still for a few innings, and then if you have to, come with Gifford or vice versa, or then you
Right,
as you
and
said even Mullen.
Right. I think you have to mix it up a little bit. 3-2 count.
Got
And
her.
she strikes her out. So,
Yep.
this is the same lineup essentially and still has been effective. So,
Next up for the Astros, Alyssa Willett.
This is your pitcher, and she's had a good game.
yeah, the pitcher's had a phenomenal game. I mean, obviously she hasn't let up any runs.
1 for 3. Scored a
That
run.
pitch is high, strike. Still will take it. She doesn't seem to get too riled up, Kylie Still, huh? Nice pitch.
Right up the middle.
And right up the middle, that's fine. And quickly, does Peterson gets it in to Coyle.
Next up to Pinkerton, Amanda Lincoln.
So we're going to get a runner for the pitcher.
Yep.
Courtesy runner, number 17, Ashley LeMay.
Cameraman Butch, he's giving me bad information. You know, we should thank all the volunteers that are up here. I mean, Butch Gifford, being our cameraman, has been doing it for another wild pitch for Goffstown. Brings the runner over to second. But without the volunteers, GTV wouldn't be able to do all the phenomenal broadcasting that we do every year, not just in the softball, but in baseball. And you got Brad Parkhurst, who got the equipment for us yesterday. But Brad has earned so many different forms of recognition. I mean, he was like Lion of the Year. You've been like UNH Person of the Year, right? Brad's a real good guy, real big community volunteer in Goffstown. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Scott.
That ball's low, and then we got Hall of Famer Bill Ruel. I mean, what else could you ask for? You couldn't ask for anything more other than Bill Ruel. So, Bill, what did you teach when you were here?
Taught history.
You taught history.
Got my kids.
Yep.
That's going to be a foul ball.
She out.
You taught history.
Yep.
What type of history?
Well,
American?
I had world history
World history.
and then American.
So we're going to test Bill Ruel's history knowledge here. You ready, Bill?
Remember, I've been away from the books for.
It's okay.
We need some credit for our music.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
a strikeout. So we're going to have a couple of American history questions for history professor Bill Ruel. First one, Butch, will be, he knows that question.
What?
No.
What's the best president around? We know that, Butch.
And that is outside. Okay, let's go with this one. We'll start off with an easy one. Name the courthouse in which the Civil War officially ended.
Appomattox Courthouse.
Appomattox is correct. Yes, very good, very good.
Oh, nice bunt. Nice.
Great bunt.
Woo.
And runner goes to third base. Small ball like crazy here. Runners at first and third. Okay, harder question now. The first person to die in the Revolutionary War.
St. Peter.
Boston Massacre is your hint.
Yeah. Wasn't it? I want to say a black soldier.
Yep, you are correct.
But so, what the heck was his name?
And that's a fly ball to center field. Peterson is under it.
Yeah.
And that'll do it as we head into the bottom of the seventh. So rally hats go on here as Goffstown needs 6 runs to tie it.
What was that
So
guy's name?
and-
I'm on top of it. They tried to court-martial the Captain McVeigh, until, you know what? The ship got together and saved his court-martial.
So this is number 10. Mullen leads it off, and she fouls it off the wall of Goffstown High School.
If that comes in back fair, we'll take it as a hit.
And that's sharply hit
All right.
up the middle for Mullen. Nice single up the middle for Kaylee Mullen, headed to UNH in the fall.
Now batting for Goffstown, Bree.
And I think Bree Page is going to Regis. That's what I've been told. I think both of them are headed to Regis College.
Is that who the pages are going in?
Is that Regis Philbin?
No, not Regis
Oh,
Philbin,
okay.
Regis College.
I'm sorry.
That's sharply hit. Another single. Rally caps are on. First and second. Ball was overthrown, but a nice job by the first baseman to corral it. So 2 back-to-back hits for Goffstown. A late charge here And now you're going to have Cervella, who hit a double to right center, and they're giving her right center field again, surprisingly. They see that she's a little bit late on her swing, perhaps, but that's in the dirt. That's going to get past her. 2 runs advance. But now if you're Pinkerton, you don't worry about this.
No.
I mean, these 2 runs are inconsequential. I mean, you got a 6-run lead. You just follow and you make outs. That's it. No sense of panic if you're Pinkerton. Just get outs. She knuckleballed that one. Very late swing. A single here by Cervella could make it an interesting game. Put a little bit of pressure on Pinkerton. Right now, they haven't had any all game long. So infield is at normal depth. You're just playing for an out here. The 2 runs don't mean anything. Fouls another one back, 1-2 count. And this is where I agree with Pinkerton. If you look at their second baseman, she's playing like maybe 3 feet in from the grass, knowing that Cervella's been a little bit late on her swing, so the ball could be coming her way. And if you're Cervella, the most important thing here is a productive out. I mean, you don't want to get out,
You got to move
but
runners.
you got to move runners. You got to put the ball in play. And she goes down swinging. Again, that's kind of what I was saying that trying to avoid. So in steps number 9, the leadoff hitter, Taylor Watterson. And I wouldn't be jumping on first pitch swings either. That's just me, but strike 1. And I say that because you want the pitcher to pitch a little bit in terms of wild pitches, brings in a run too. You want to give yourself some opportunities. And they've got pretty good batters here. She hits it to third base again. She checks over. That was a pretty good play by the third baseman. She kept Mullen. She basically kept Mullen from scoring.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the kick. Here's the key on that one. If Mullen, I don't know what you can do differently on that one, but
Maybe make it.
maybe make her commit.
Yeah.
You know. And that's 2 outs now for Goffstown. They're at their last out with runners at second and third, with Gifford on deck.
Well, you'd like to get to her.
You want to get somebody on here, that's for sure. That's a high strike, 1-1 count with 2 outs.
Good eye.
It's almost the same pitch. She called that one a ball. 2-1 count. So it's just those little things, you know. That could have been that first one was probably a ball. It's a 3-1 count. It's popped out. I say a 3-0 count. Now it's a 2-2 count.
Yep.
So it's little stuff like that where
What do you think? Throw something off speed, maybe?
I do. I throw something off speed.
And might not make it a good pitch, but
Yep.
throw them off
That's
speed.
what I say.
Nope, we
And
were
she goes
wrong.
down swinging. So that'll do it, folks. The Pinkerton Astros defeat the Goffstown Grizzlies 6-0 here at Goffstown High School. And Bill, you know, again, very sound game for if you're Pinkerton. You should be very proud of your effort. The pitching was really strong. Except for that last inning, really, there was really no threats by Goffstown.
I was impressed with their defense.
Yeah, defense was good, and their execution on the offense.
Right. And when they made the bunts, they
Right.
made good bunts, all right? And they got everything out of each player they
Yeah.
needed
No,
in the lineup.
I hear you.
You know, we play our next game on Monday here, and we'll see what happens.
All
then.
right,
I'm
I
not
won't be
really
here.
sure.
Well, I doubt I'll be here. If I do, I'll be a little bit late. So
All right, we'll take care of it.
And we have the winning JV pitcher. And she put down the winning. So congratulations. All right.
Yep.
Riley Rabb.
Let's start music, lady.
All right, so Bill, we'll call it a day, and you'll be back on Monday.
Yes, I will.
Take care, folks.